This is Rick Kaselj from exercisesforinjuries.com and Fix My Back Pain. I wanted to go through 2 must-do exercises that you've never seen before. Both of them are really important in order to protect and save the back. So the first one ends up being a hip flexor stretch, a 90-90 hip flexor stretch with a little tweak. So I'll get Orsi to go through the 90-90 hip flexor stretch. So front legs at 90, back legs at 90, and then the tweak that we're going to do is I'm going to get Orsi to bring that heel out this way. So what that's doing is rotating that thigh inwards and intensifying that hip flexor stretch. She's then contracting the glutes, and then she's bringing her hips forward and intensifying that stretch. And then Orsi will get you to, we'll go that way and people can see what I'm talking about. Now Orsi's just going to put her hand on the bench, and what that does, I'm not worried about balance because I want to focus in on the stretch. So that's how normally people get it, and then what she ends up doing is bringing the heel in, contracting the glutes, bringing the hips forward, and she's looking at intensifying that hip flexor stretch. So look at that tweak when you're doing the hip flexor stretch to really intensify and target things, especially if you don't feel very much when you're doing the hip flexor stretch. Now the second one, I'm going to get Orsi to have a seat, is really to loosen up that mid-back, loosen up that thoracic spine. So she's genie as I call it, genieing, and then she's going to rotate to where she gets resistance, and then she's going to side bend, and then come back, and then rotate to the start, and then the opposite way. So she's going to the point where she feels light resistance, and then side bending in that mid-back, up, back to the front, other side, and then side bending, and I'll get you to face that way. And this is something you can easily end up doing at work, just to loosen up your mid-back, and loosening up that mid-back decreases the stress that you end up having in your low back. Because a lot of times stiffness in the mid-back will end up leading to low back pain. And with every repetition, you're trying to go a little bit further and a little bit further. So there you go. Those are 2 must-do exercises that you probably haven't seen. Make sure to give those a go. You can do them, throughout the day. You can do them after your workout. And I know they'll make your body feel a lot better. They'll help loosen things up and decrease the stress and strain on your back. So this is Rick Kaselj from exercisesforinjuries.com and Fix My Back Pain saying take care and bye-bye.